Hello, happy Tuesday. This is Darren Roberts, Master Trainer at Impact Training Corporation and the Abundance Accelerant. Welcome to the Tuesday Tickle and Tick, show number 34. Today, marathon mindset. I'm going to show you how to guarantee achieving yours and your team's monthly sales targets without relying on marketing. I'm here in New Zealand and we just finished day one of a 2-day boot camp. And part of day one is a planning for good days formula. And it's really moving away from a retail mindset where we're waiting for leads to come in to a proactive mindset where no matter what happens in the marketplace or what happens with our marketing, whether it works or not, we're going to guarantee hitting our target anyway. And I call it marathon mindset because, as some of you know, I've just started training for my next marathon. Now, I could do two things. If you said, Darren, what do you want to achieve with your marathon? Well, of course, I set a target. I set a time that I want to achieve, a personal best. You say, so how are you going to go about achieving that personal best? And I might say, listen, I'm going to train as often as I can, as hard as I can, and hopefully I'll get there. Or I could do what I've done, to put a periodized program together with different intensities, 24-week program, knowing exactly what I need to do and what intensity I need to do every single session, when I need to do endurance, strength, speed, recovery, when I need to taper, what sort of carbohydrates per kilogram of body mass I need for the event, etc. And of course, I'm in a far better position to achieve my marathon target by doing so. And it's exactly the same in business. But why in business do we only review backwards? It's like the accountant versus a financial planner. The accountant looks at what's happened and makes the most of what's already taken place. Whether the financial planner says, where do you want to go? What goals do you have? What do we need to do to help you achieve that? Now, I find in business, quite often businesses are a reactive retail mindset. Do some marketing, put some signage up and wait to see what happens and wait for those leads to come through. But if you want to guarantee hitting your target, we need to be proactive. So let me talk about, we call it the planning for good days formula. Now, really this formula is based on 3 key performance indicators, KPIs. One is a close percentage, which is how many presentations do you do and ask for a sale versus how many sales take place. The other, if you're an appointment-based business, is a show percentage. How many appointments do you have booked versus how many appointments actually take place. Some may not turn up or cancel, whatever the case might be. And the third percentage is your appointment percentage. How many people do I speak to, leads that I speak to, versus the number of appointments that I generate from that. So there's 3 KPIs, key performance indicators. You only need to record 4 things on a daily basis to get those 3 KPIs. From then, of course, we need to set a target. Now, for some of you, it might be a financial target. I need to earn this much income turnover in the business every year. Well, of course, then it's much easier to do a planning for good days formula on units or number of sales. So if you divide that by the yield, the average dollar yield of each sale, you'll get a number of units or number of sales that needs to take place. Now, if we break that down monthly, we can set a monthly sales target. Now, for this instance, let's just say it's 40. So you go back and you look at your data. Hopefully you've got this data. If not, you can start recording those 4 things: contacts, appointments, presentations, and sales. Start recording them today and you'll build up some accurate data. Then you can go back and say, what was my close percentage? Let's assume your close percentage is 82%. What was my show percentage? Let's assume it's 91%. What was my appointment percentage? Let's assume it's 42%. Now you can say, gee, from my current skill level and the sales that I need to generate, what is a plan I need to put together to achieve that? So we go, all right, number of sales, we need 40, let's say. So if I have a close rate of 82%, then I need 49 presentations to achieve my 40%. How is that generated? 40 divided by your close rate, 0.82. Now again, remember we need to round up every single time. So that is rounded up to 49. Then I say, all right, so I've got a show percentage of 91%. I need to do 49 presentations. So 49 divided by 0.91 means I need 54 presentations booked or appointments. 91% of those will turn up. which is 49, and 82 of those will become a client of mine, which gives us our 40 sales. Let's go one more step. If I have an appointment percentage of 42% and I need 54 appointments, then 54 divided by 0.42, rounded up, means I need 129 people to speak to, contacts, to generate my 54 appointments, which is going to create 49 presentations, allowing me to get my 40 sales. So that's over a month, but let's break that down to activity that we know will guarantee you hitting your target. So if we have 23, if this is for an individual salesperson, and let's say they have 23 working days in a month, then if we divide everything by 23, they need 2 sales a day, 3 presentations a day, 3 appointments per day from a rounding perspective, and 6 contacts per day, 6 people to speak to per day. So that means with that data, there's 3 things that this person needs to do to mathematically guarantee achieving their 40 sales this month. No matter what the marketing does, even if the marketing doesn't work or the economy is not where you want it to be, if your team member is proactive enough or you are proactive enough to do 3 things, you'll guarantee hitting your target. The first thing is work all the days that you're supposed to work. If it was 23 days you need to work this month, then of course work your 23. That's an easy one. So really then there's only 2 things we need to do. We need to make sure that in this case we speak to 6 people per day every day. Not 2, not 4, 6 every day. If you can squeeze a few more out, fantastic. But mathematically we're guaranteed to hit target by speaking to 6 people every day and at least maintaining the percentages we planned on. So in this case, at least maintaining an 82% close rate, a 91% show rate, and a 42% appointment percentage. Let me repeat, we are guaranteed to hit this target of 40 sales if we work all our working days that we were rostered, we achieve the contact number that is worked out in this planning for good days formula every day of those 23, in this case it's 6, and we at least maintain the percentages we set in the plan. I know for me personally and the clients that I work with, it gives them great confidence to know that they're in control of their target. They're not reliant on the environment. They're not reliant on marketing. If the marketing works, leads come in, that's even better. But even if that doesn't take place, they're still going to achieve their target. So, same for you. Get out and do that plan. Put a plan in place, just like my marathon plan for your business. Stick to the plan. Compare what is actually happening to the template that you've just put together for the planning for good days formula, and go out there with great confidence knowing all you need to do is achieve those 3 things and you're guaranteed to achieve your target. You guys have a great Tuesday. We'll see you next week for the Tuesday Tickle and Tick. Bye for now.